I want to talk today about something called Central Auditory Processing Disorder, or CAPD. It's a really common disorder, actually. It's a common occurrence, especially for people like me who have ADHD or some other neurological difference. And what it means is that my brain, and probably maybe your brain, a lot of brains, don't process information the way they're supposed to for the average person. When someone tells them something, let's say someone comes up and says, "Hey, do you want to go to the store later?" Their brain, their eardrum vibrates, it does whatever it is that it does, and it sends those sounds into their brain, and your brain then takes all of those sounds and categorizes them and realizes, hey, these are words, and your brain turns those sounds into words and communicates that information to your working memory, to your brain, where I don't know where it is, somewhere in here. Well, I know where my brain is, but anyway. So what happens with someone who has CAPD is that the brain just doesn't do that. Like the sounds come into your ear, that works fine. The sound then is in your brain, and your brain decides, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to sort it out. I recognize that those are words, but I'm just going to not bother with it. And your brain's just like, okay, so instead of hearing, do you want to go to the store later? You just hear, no. And you're like, what? And so they say it again, and you hear the same thing. You're like, I still don't hear words there. I just hear sounds. And you're like, what? And you think, what is wrong? Why can't I understand them? And they're staring at you like, why can't you understand me? And then you're like, eventually you've asked them to repeat it 3 or 4 times, and you're just like, oh yeah, okay. And you're like, I have no idea what I just agreed to. I have no idea. That's central auditory processing disorder. There's a good chance that if that's an experience that you've had, or if you've had that experience with someone, that you have someone that you love, that someone in your life that you talk to them and you say something to them and they're just like, stare at you with that blank look like, okay, you can see them trying to figure out what it is that you said. So you say it again and they still don't get it. And you say it again and they still don't get it. There's nothing wrong with them. And I will be posting some more videos on CAPD and what living with it is like, and some tools that you can use either as an instructor or as a student or just in your personal relationships to deal with CAPD. All right, thanks.